Pop Culture Minefield is brought to you by the Bottom of My House Foundation, and in part, by Gary's Backdoor.
Also get to name your firstborn child. That was in the terms as well. We're thinking dork-faced stinkerbutt. Unless it's a boy, then we're gonna call him Gary.
Yeah, baby. Goddamn right. Today is brought to you by the Israeli Defense Force.
I want to have a funny retort, but I've got nothing today.
I've nothing.
I'm spent.
I got
You're
nothing.
out of gas.
I've got nothing. I've watched too many falling stars in the past 3 days. I'm good. I mean, I literally watched a lot of falling stars.
Really?
Yeah.
Like why for?
The Earth travels every year through the remnants of a comet.
Mm-hmm.
So the comet hit exactly in the trajectory of the Earth's orbit, but the Earth wasn't there, so it left a trail, a cloud. So every year around August, you can actually go out and watch falling stars at particular nights.
Neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
The height of it was the August 12th, I think. So we went to the desert. So there's no city lights. There's no it's called light pollution, essentially, right? So you go out in the middle of nowhere. There's no light pollution. If there's no light pollution, you can literally you can look at the stars and see the Milky Way. I told my son, look up. It's like, yeah. It's like, do you want to see the Milky Way? He said, no. It's like, do you want to see the Milky Way? He's like, yeah. It's like, you see the cloud in the sky that like disturbs watching that part of the stars? He said, yeah. It's like, there's no clouds today. That is the Milky Way.
Yeah, we used to do that as kids. We'd go all the way out in the country along the Rappahannock River where I grew up, and we'd watch anytime we had falling stars. When we had a meteor shower coming in, head out there to the river. There's no light pollution out there from the city. It's just pure sky, and you of course want clear skies too, because if you got a cloud cover, you're going to miss everything.
Yeah,
but man, I love that shit. Going out, did it too as kids in Arizona. We'd head out into the middle of the fucking Sonora Desert and just fucking look at the sky, and absolutely you can see the Milky Way. And it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's also frightening, I got to be honest, because you are more in awe of the fact that we're just floating through space. We're on debris. Our planet is just debris. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's in a constant state of falling according to galactic North Pole, you know.
Well,
this is where you splice in the song at the end of A Meaning of Life, the song, the Eric Idle's song
Always
with the stars.
Look on the bright.
No, not that one. That's the end
life.
of.
That's the only one I can think of.
Life of Brian.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah,
where Eric Idle comes out of the refrigerator with
that's the one.
The pinstripe suit.
I love the fact that
hat.
years and years later, like 30 years later, he went to, I don't remember if it was Oxford or Cambridge, but he had a talk with Brian Cox, who is another astrophysicist, and he sang the song. And after every sentence, Brian Cox had to say, yes, that's correct, or no, that's not correct. actually it. Because he sang about the Earth is revolving around the sun, and so in such and such, speeds and everything, and it's actually in a galaxy, and blah blah blah. So every single line, Brian Cox was like, "Yes, that is correct." Oh no, that's not actually correct.
Yeah. Why
It's,
are we
very
here?
interesting.
What's it all about?
Yeah, what's it all about?
Is God really real, or is there some doubt? Well, tonight we're going to sort it all out. For tonight is the meaning of life. There we go. I love that song. I love Monty Python. My favorite song in that movie is about the Protestants who spilled their seed on the filthy ground.
Yeah.
But and it's done like an Oliver style musical too.
Oh yeah. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. To me, the best thing about the movie is the guy who chose how he dies. He chose it to fall off a cliff after a group of
being chased by a bunch of women.
Topless women are chasing him.
And he falls right into the grave.
And it's the least favorite of the Monty Python movies. I mean, there's only
which I don't understand that, because good grief, I love that fucking movie so much. And I, to this day, I can sing the opening song. What's it called? Every Sperm.
Yeah.
And it is just so fucking funny because it gets started because like you see this English couple and they're looking through their window
the movie.
at the Catholic family. Yeah. Well, I'm explaining it for the audience that he's sitting there with his wife, and his wife is played by Michael Palin, where he says, if I wanted to, we could go into the bedroom and have sexual congress right now. And she said, oh, that would be nice. And he explains that as Protestants, the single greatest growing Christian church in the world, I'm allowed to put a condom on my Sean Thomas. So that once I issue, we do not make a baby. And then she makes the joke. She goes, well, we have 2 children and we've only had sex twice. That's not the point. The point is, I could, whenever I want, do it. Oh, why don't you? And finally, it gets making fun of the Catholics, and we move out through the window over to the Catholic family, and they show her drop a baby right in the kitchen on the floor and ask her other child, would you clean that up for me, dear? And then they start going in song. Again, Michael Palin.
No, because Michael Palin plays the dad. It's like,
he's also the dad.
You all into human experiments.
Yeah, human experiments. And so he sings a song.
To have you all.
There are Jews in the world, and there are Buddhists. There are Hindus and Mormons, and then there are those that follow Muhammad. But I've never been one of them. I'm a Roman Catholic, and I've been since I was born. and that's right. And the Catholic Church will take you as soon as you are warm. It's great. I fucking love that movie. And Father Weems got so pissed off that he caught me talking about that movie, and he says that's sacrilegious movie. Spits in the face of Jesus Christ. I'm like, but I like it.
What, the meaning of life spits in the face of Jesus Christ?
Yeah, he was very angry. Monty Python. He didn't like me liking Monty Python, so I lied to him my whole life. That I told him I gave up watching it. I didn't. I continued watching it. It's just like he still thinks I'm married to the same woman. I've had the same wife for 40 years. And Animal wonders why I don't call him, because I'm terrified of the man. So, as Martin's avatar suggests, every sperm is sacred. Every sperm is great. And if the sperm gets wasted, God gets quite irate. Let the heathens spill theirs on the dusty ground, but God will make them pay for every sperm that can't be found. And that's Terry Jones is saying that part. So, yes, I love that movie. But this movie is Donnie Darko, and Donnie Darko is all about time travel and psychoses. And the one theory that I've always had about this film, and I watched this movie with Mac the first time we watched it together, and we were just moved by this movie. The theatrical version, not the director's cut. I think the director's cut kind of makes it more obvious what's going on, which I don't mind, you know. But the theatrical version, was more ambiguous with things. But I think that it's obvious because of the outcome. Because you meet Frank at the end, he's the last one you see affected by his death, and they are all left with a hint of residue of that world that now doesn't exist. But I've got many problems. Well, one major problem with the story, which is it's called the bootstrap paradox. And anybody that knows about what that is I don't think that he solved anything. His dying, I think that he's still trapped in a reboot universe. It's now officially string theory. It's moved off. It's shaved off. And he's there. And I don't think all he did was shave it so that the world that they were in didn't implode in on itself. Well, I don't think it was going to. I feel like it was going to become that world.
He saved the Prime universe. The Tangent universe was always doomed to disappear. It cannot long more than the 28 days and blah blah.
Yes, several weeks, as the book says.
The problem is that he had to return the engine to the Prime universe. Otherwise, the Prime universe would be destroyed as well.
Yeah, but he killed Frank.
Yeah,
in this Tangent universe.
Yeah,
sending him back again.
No, that's one of my gripes
problem.
with the movie. The only one
he hadn't killed him, that is a problem. It's a problem that he did that, because that dooms Frank to go back before the jet engine fell.
No,
and it complicates the.
I'm not talking about real science. I'm talking about the pseudoscience in the fictional book, The Philosophy of Time Travel by Roberta Sparrow.
Yeah.
By
real science,
so she's the
Roberta Sparrow, the grandmother of Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, the old lady of death.
Bootstrap Bill, Jack Sparrow. What the fuck movie we're watching?
Pirates of the Darko.
Okay.
An imaginary
I was worried for a
rabbit.
second there.
Wasn't imaginary. It was Frank in a costume the whole time. That's what's her name's boyfriend, Frank.
Yeah.
The only thing we know is that somehow at the end,
Palpatine return
by Donnie's death, that everybody, it stopped the end of the universe, the collapsing of this universe. And I think that the alternate universe collapsed in on itself. Obviously, it collapsed in on itself. But I'm still left with the concern over the bootstrap thing, because Frank, when he shoots Frank goes back, and that's problematic to what they're trying to show us, that he needs to change this. And the change is that he's going to bring the jet engine using some sort of telekinesis, which I've never understood how that was attained, through a wormhole into that universe, and then go put himself there.
Okay.
And I said, what would have made more sense is if he figured out how to travel back in his own wormhole, which is that weird looking watery finger thing. Because they don't explain also in the scene where they're at the party when he has his face in his girlfriend's belly, he's looking into her wormhole to see where she's going. And which is why he reacts so profoundly negative when he leaves the room. Just gets up and walks away. And then, of course, we see what's going to happen. She gets hit by the fucking car. God, this movie vexes me in just that one thing. It drives me crazy. Because if he didn't shoot Frank, I wouldn't have the problem I have. If he had started to shoot him and then chose not to, I'd have been fine.
See, this is why when I say to people, I've had it with like multiverse crap movies, it's because people haven't seen this movie. Like,
yeah,
I've seen way too many string theory movies.
The butterfly effect,
triple dimensions, butterfly effect, everything.
Which I like the butterfly effect. That one too. The problem with that film is that all the money that was supposed to go into the visual effects was embezzled. So they just released the movie with the proto effects that were like the previs shit. When you go see that fucking movie, it's a good movie, but it looks so fucking cheap. The reason why is because they had to release the movie with the previs.
You're talking about the one that they did with Ashton Kutcher, right?
No, that's Butterfly Effect. I was talking about the other film. I thought you said the name of the film, where it uses the same theory of the butterfly effect, which is you're allowed to pay to go on a time travel trip into the past, and you get to shoot an animal, and this animal was already doomed to die. The Sound of Thunder was the name of the film.
Thunder.
I didn't say Sound of Thunder.
I thought you said it because you were talking at the same time as me.
I said everything that has to do with time I've seen.
Well, that's a movie that deals with time travel. Yeah. That movie too deals with time travel, and I thought it was a very good one. It's based on a book, short book, a novella, and it's pretty good. Sound of Thunder. It just has terrible visual effects in it.
Even the
I think
Simpsons
I've seen it, by the way.
The Simpsons spoof that movie.
What's that?
The Simpsons, they spoof Sound of Thunder.
Who did? Oh, The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Yes, they did. I remember that. Yeah. And it's the whole idea that you actually, because Bart steps on something. Oops. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, they come back and they evolved a different way. Humans evolved differently. Yeah, it's fucked up. And they keep going back trying to fix it, and it gets worse and worse. But I agree, Slasher Fred. By the way, I haven't said hi to our chat. I want to say hi to everybody. So I saw Gambit was here. He was here at 1:54 today. How you doing, buddy? And then, of course, Snorty was here. And Snorty, of course, brings the luck of the polar bear. Alpha dropped in. What is up, man? My personal Patrick Swayze tier list, North and South, book 1. Oh, look, those were good
sorry.
shows. Put it back up there. North and South, book 2. Roadhouse. Red Dawn. Love Red Dawn. Next of Kin is a good film. Liam is in that one. Good one. Uncommon Valor. Good movie. And Point Break. Don't like it. I've had to watch that movie. Like, we did it on Toxic Tuesday one time, and I had to fucking watch that movie for that show. And I was just, didn't like it back when it came out. Everybody in it, I love them. I just don't like the movie. And somebody goes, why? And I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't give two shits about any character in it.
Yeah, but Toxic Tuesday is a lot about shitting on the movies that they pick.
And that was fun. And of course, Mad Mardigan was poking so much fun. What a gay movie that is. And of course, I said to him, then why don't you like it? I invited him to Monday, by the way. I talked to him 2 days ago. Mad Mardigan. I don't know if he'll show up. I should go check and see. I should call. What I want is his fucking phone number, because I'm tired of not being able to get a hold of him.
Well, ask him.
I gave him my phone number and asked for his. Nothing.
Huh.
Listening to Love Dream 1850 by Franz Liszt. Good for you. North and South. Look, Kirstie Alley was in that. I like that fucking movie. Yeah, 2 stars dead, Patrick and her. Yep, I agree. North and South, good show.
Both taken by
All
fucking
his
cancer.
films are tremendously good. In fact, Alpha. I think that even his weird sword and sandal sci-fi movie, post-apocalyptic film he did, I enjoyed the crap out of it. He's just trying to show that he can do action. Hi, Sally Forth. You got a video? Get your videos going, Martin.
Nah, no, I don't want.
What?
Nothing. Let me see. Okay. This is... Oh, there it is.
Pick yourselves up and Sally fuck! Sally fuck! Sally Forth.
Okay, now for Snorri. And of course, Gambit. Welcome back, Gambit. Here you go.
Hey, Sweden! They call me the Gambit.
There you go. And we got Slasher
El
Fred,
Diablo
Clay
Blanc.
Thomason, and my buddy Genghis Khan from KGRA. What is up, my friend? Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Anima hated the movie or just didn't get it. I tried to prepare her for it so she wouldn't have problems with it. She didn't want to watch any of the videos before watching the film, and so therefore I think that made her not like the film or be able to enjoy it.
No, I tried with the first one that you sent me, and halfway through I got so bored because I had no idea what the fuck this person was talking about. And I already got the feeling that this was going to be a weird movie. And then I watched a movie with you, and all the time I'm between confused and annoyed. Because the plot is all over the place, and it's just, yeah. This
It's
movie
not.
can go
It's
fuck
pretty
itself.
much
I hate movies
in
like that.
line. It is a straight line. It's very linear in its storytelling. Kirstie Alley used to live pretty close to me. Too bad she never got to meet me. Of course, she was a Scientologist, I think. Yeah, and you would have eaten her for that.
Kirstie Alley was a Scientologist?
Yeah.
I
didn't know
thought
that.
she was just crazy.
A little both. A little both.
You have to be crazy to be in there.
I think a little bit, yeah. To believe that shit? Yeah, I think so.
Maybe John
Parker
Travolta put
Stevens.
her up to it.
Well, Parker Stevens was, I think, married to her, wasn't he?
I don't know who Parker Stevens is.
Hardy Boys star, one of the stars of the Hardy Boys series. People that grew up in my era know who he is, and I do believe they were married.
All right,
we'll
I'll
look it up
check
real
his
quick.
face. I'll probably know him.
Yeah, Parker and Curry were married, and as I remember, what's his name? John Travolta tried to save their marriage. He interceded in their marriage to save it, but Parker wanted nothing to do with Scientology, and
Oh,
so
I know this
the
guy.
marriage ended. Yeah,
I know this guy. Yeah. Parker Stevenson.
yep. He was the older of the two Hardy Boys on the show. It was a hit show, and but like I said, Travolta tried to save their marriage, and as an intermediary, and it didn't work. And Parker said, "I want this out of my fucking life," and he left. And he became what they call a toxic person, or whatever they call it in Scientology. You got to cut him off. So. Let's see. Watching this movie, I realized how it kind of feels like a horror version of the 50s classic Harvey, because Harvey. I like that movie too, Jimmy Stewart. And the whole point by the end is you realize the rabbit really existed. It's not an imaginary rabbit, it's an invisible one. Giant human-sized rabbit, which is horrifying. Like, what does it live on?
So just like Bruce Willis in North,
Yeah.
just without
And I
the
hate that movie.
sarcasm.
Yeah. God, I hate that movie. movie. But Donnie Darko does have an unrelenting horror thrill element to it. Yeah, it does. It's called Frank. Like, who the fuck makes a costume like that? Anyway, I'm moving to the desert. I don't know how or when, but I'm going all the cool sky stuff is hidden by clouds here in Pittsburgh. Yep. That's going to change for you in Arizona. Also, make sure you get a place with solid air conditioning. 120 degrees in the shade in Phoenix. I grew up there. The Galaxy song. We're talking about Monty Python again here. Hello, hello. One of the members of the Italian rock band Nanowar of Steel is an astrophysicist. The song Uranus, while a parody, is full of actual astronomical facts. Cool. Such a bunch of clumsy gardeners spilling their seed everywhere. They say it's overrated and has no viable rewatchability. I can't agree with that. Please find a new topic. I am talking about YouTubers who have said, "Why do people love this movie?" Yeah, they do, and I don't care. They're in the minority because this film it made its money back on video, on DVD, and it became a cult classic. There are no definitive answers in this movie. There's the only thing you know for sure is it happened. That's it. And it's because of that final moment where you see Frank. This movie has some very creepy music. It's got some beautiful music too. Mad World, the version that he did for the movie was really beautiful and tragic sounding.
Yeah, the slowed down version of Mad World.
Yeah, because the original version is a bum 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 bum
very 80s. very 80s. Yeah.
And I never liked it. I love Tears for Fears. I never liked that song. I love the lyrics. I love the way he sang it. I did not like the music. And
the
when
slow
this guy
version does give it a little bit of eeriness and
sadness
it punches
too.
the lyrics more rather than the sound.
Well, you're left with the residue. And you can see that by the way everybody looks at each other, or when they wake up, they're looking around all like, what the fuck? Because the residue is there from the previous universe. And I do like that. The question I've always had was, does the letter ever get delivered to
I think it's
Mad Woman Sparrow?
It's open-ended for a reason.
I don't know. Because he wrote the letter and left it for her.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's really weird. And this is one of the things that I surmised, is that the Donnie Darko that's in that bed is the original Donnie Darko, but it's also the other Donnie Darko that he traveled back through his own wormhole.
Oh, dude.
Which is why he's
there
laughing.
There is always the same Donnie. He got plugged from the primal to the prime universe to the tangent, and then he went back to the prime from the
back
tangent.
into himself. That is him.
He's the only one who jumps.
It's one Donnie Darko, the original and the only, and he did that by using these wormholes. He figured them out, which is a scene that you still don't understand sometimes when you see it, of him looking in her belly at the party, at the end of the party, right before he leaves, and they go to the cellar door. And by the way, that quote about the cellar door being the most beautiful combination of two words is by J.R.R. Tolkien. So you've got like all this literary references in this film from I almost said Watership Down. Is it Watership Down with the rabbits? Is that the name?
Yeah.
Watership Down. And there's also a reference in it to the other one, The Secret of Nim. And both of those were great fucking books for young people. and I consider them two of my favorite books I read. But when I went to see the movie, before I read the book, I saw the movie. And I went back to my dad and I said, that movie's not for children.
No.
That is a fever nightmare, Dad. I would see that movie thinking it's an animated movie for kids. No.
Animated bunnies.
It's like the one with the dogs, the Island of Dogs, or whatever the fuck that movie was. Oh, that movie is fucking crazy. Cool weekend. Oh, I paused here because this is the first time you see Patrick Swayze in the film. And I love the fact that Donnie knows what he is. And there is a religious aspect to this film, because the film doesn't make sense unless there's a higher intelligence. Doesn't mean it's God. It just means that there is a higher intelligence out there that moves these things, causes these things to happen. And if there is, then there's also, if there's cosmic good, then there's cosmic bad. And Donnie Darko calls this guy to his face, the Swayze character, the Antichrist. Because he says, you're fucking evil, is what he's saying. Because of what you do, you take advantage of people. We don't know how deep that goes until after he burns his house down. And
he absolutely comes across as a cult leader.
He's a child predator.
Yeah.
That makes adult films with children. And it's like, oh shit. Yeah, he fucking nailed that guy as evil. So there's a lot of Christ references to Donnie. And I'm curious what you think about this, guys. Because he goes through the 3 temptations and he takes all 3, though. He accepts all 3. Okay. And then after that, he's now emotionally tethered to this girl because he had sex with her. Okay. And that's when he decides, when she dies, he has to sacrifice himself and be like the Christ figure in the story. And I always felt that overly complicated for me because, you know, having grown up Catholic, I see all kinds of problems with that. But I do understand the allegory, you know. And you guys, what do you think of that? Because he does. He goes through 3 temptations and he takes all 3.
Beats me.
He beats you?
Yes.
That's sad. Martin?
I don't see the 3 temptation. Can you elaborate, please?
The booze, the drugs, and the sex. It comes in exactly 3.
I never saw him.
Sex is the last one.
It's called being a teenager.
I never.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
what
saying.
you're trying to say. And I agree with that. That it's just being a teenager. But he intentionally threw those in there is the 3 temptations of Donnie to not go to self-sacrifice. But it's the 3rd one that causes him to self-sacrifice at the end because he falls in love with her. She's his first.
He's in love with her before that. The thing is,
he has feelings for her.
I have wait. I have the rest of the deleted scenes that didn't even make into the director's cut. And you remember when he's talking to the teacher and she's telling him that she's been fired, and they have the discussion about the cellar door thing, and there's a scene, a sequence in which she said to him that he needs to look for what is his cellar door, no matter if he doesn't find it, because what matters is the search. And he replies to her, "I found my cellar door, and it's the girl." And she said, but they had a discussion because of the book Watership Down, because he didn't get the point, and she's pissed And he tells the teacher, she's my cellar door, but she doesn't talk to me now. And he said,
Mm.
and she said, well, go for her. Make her talk to you again. Don't lose that. So he is already more involved than he's willing to say.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you this, that Cunningham, who wrote and directed the film, did talk about it in an interview where he said that the three sins, the temptations that he has, are towards premarital sex is the last one, but the drugs and the booze are the other two temptations. And these are specifically the temptations that humans as teenagers use to yield to the fear, because Donnie talks about earlier in the story that, you know, we're driven by fear and love, or fear or love. Is it fear and love, or fear or love that he says? I forget. And so therefore you've got those three temptations that we go to deal with our fear. Like, you know, even the smoking cigarette scene. And it reminded me of my sister when she, when I was little, she and her friends made me smoke a cigarette so I wouldn't narc on them. They forced me to take a puff off of it. And I said, okay, cried, and went home. And I immediately told my dad what she did, and she got her ass beat for it. I'm good at narking on my sister when I was a kid. I like getting her in trouble, to be honest with you. That was mean. That made me. I was a mean kid when it came to my sister Michelle. Let's see, what is his word up snort? Oh, okay. Thought it was this one. Ryan says, I preferred the theatrical cuts. Music director's cut made some musical changes, but had some more content. I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch the theatrical cut just by myself. I'm not going to make Anima endure that again. It makes me sad, though, because I like it when she likes the films that I love. And I do love this movie.
And most of them I like too. So I feel bad when I come across a movie that you love so much and I just can't figure out what to do with it.
It's too cerebral. And I get it. Some people just don't dig that. It's just, and it's like, it leads back to the argument. Just because you don't understand it doesn't make it art. But this is one of those cases where I go, it's because it's hard to understand that it makes it art, because I actually pretty much understand this. And I got to be honest, I completely identify with Donnie Darko's character, because the shit he went through, I went through in school. And it got so bad. I don't know if I ever told you this, Mephisto, that the teachers got together and forced me to get psychoanalyzed by a doctor, Dr. David Floor, who is still, you can look him up, doing psychology, children's psychology there in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And he saved me because he helped me find that I wasn't going crazy, that I was being put in a very difficult situation where I had to go to school, work a job, and take care of my disabled dad.
All right.
And nobody understood me why I was so fucking weird. And that's what really started me on that path. I get up early to take care of my dad in the morning, help him get dressed. I had to massage him too in the morning. I had to work his back like crazy because he had a failed surgery, failed fusion, and he couldn't walk. He had to walk with crutches. And he was a fucking mess. And it got worse and worse the older I got. I watched it, you know, and so I was always there to take care of my dad, do all the stuff, help him get dressed after school. He would sometimes cook until I made fun of it, and then he stopped, and I had to start cooking meals, and just that was it. And then I worked a full-time job, and to help pay bills, and I was fucking weird at school because of it.
Yeah,
And,
why would you have psychological problems? I don't get it.
yeah. So Dr. David Floor, though, condemned the teachers. He said, "Have you ever?" He told them, he asked them. He says, "Have you ever taken time to get to know him?" All of them did. Do you know what's going on in his home life? And he told them, and they left me the fuck alone after that. But it always made me feel like some of my favorite teachers didn't like me. I liked them. They didn't like me. And it always hurt my feelings. I was just talking to Jim Woodward about this last night because we were talking about this one teacher that we love to this day, Mr. Waddell. It always broke my heart that I think he hated me because I loved and adored him, the man. So anyway, I identified with Donnie Darko, except for I didn't actually have a mental disorder. I was just weird. Also had a high IQ, and they didn't know how to deal with somebody like me. That was, well, they say I'm on the spectrum, but only on the spectrum because I'm neurodivergent. I have a high IQ and I'm ADHD. And so well, I didn't know how to deal with people like me. I don't learn the same way as like other people do. I learn passively. If you try to force me to learn,
I don't learn at all.
Who are you? Oh, it's Mephisto.
I have no idea. Who am I?
He's the Jewish guy. I can't. He's like Spock. Can't pronounce the name. His first name. Well, it comes from Israel. That comes from the blessing ceremony.
No,
of the
it
ark.
does not come from Israel. It comes from
it comes from Judaism. Fuck you.
From the Kabbalah. Yeah, it's more specifically.
Yeah, it's how they hold their hands over the.
No, they don't hold their hands like this. They do not hold their hands like this.
Just like that.
Not holding their hands like this. No.
One at a time, just like that.
Just this. Just how white man.
God, we have so much fun. I love having you on.
I mean, if this was a Mel Brooks movie, then yes, they would have probably held it like
they would have
this.
deciled. And one of the rabbis would go, "You probably should do that." And by the way, the story with Leonard Nimoy, that's the point where you're supposed to turn your back, I think, to the altar. And he peeked, and he saw the hand.
Yeah,
and it stuck in his head.
Yeah, because according to Jewish law, you're not supposed to even touch the Kabbalah books until you're married and 40.
Yeah.
So fuck Madonna. She's not a man. She wasn't married, and she was not 40 when she got into the Kabbalah.
Then you are right there with Anima, buddy. Or you're a chick, so I'm still going to call you buddy. Because I call a lot of my female friends dudes. What's up, dude? Like, I'm a girl. I know. You're still a dude to me. You want me to call you dudette? Built the story around it. Yeah. The next thing you know, Gary will start talking about how he loves Charlie Chaplin movies. I actually do, you fucking asshole.
Especially the Big Dictator. He loves that one.
That movie, it always bothered me because I thought I liked the Three Stooges version of Adolf Hitler better. Because his movie got too serious and it bothered me.
I have a T-shirt with a Charlie Chaplin print. But it's not him. It's color blocking. So you have the hat, the face, and you don't have nose, you don't have eyes, you don't have eyebrows. You just have the mustache and the body.
Oh yeah.
And so it kind of looks, and the curly hair on the sides of the hat. So it kind of looks like a curly hat, bowler hat wearing Hitler on the front of my T-shirt.
Put a hand right next to it.
And it's red too.
You would have set. I guarantee you wear that hat and wave at people when they walk by like that. You're going to trigger somebody. You're going to trigger somebody because someone's not going to know who the fuck Charlie Chaplin is.
People are fucking stupid.
Right. Exactly. Harvey is a great movie. By the way, did you know that Jimmy Stewart reprised the role for the TV version of Harvey? They made a TV movie. Yes, it's you can find it in the National Archives, and it is a made-for-TV movie that they made with Jimmy Stewart reprising the role of the guy who sees Harvey the rabbit. It's not as good a film. I prefer the original. Look, the soundtrack to this fucking movie, Genghis, is incredible. I even like the Duran Duran song they picked. See. All the film. Yeah, that line in the song. Tears for Fears loved this version. Yes, in fact, Orzabal, I think is the one that said that he preferred this version. He says, the way we did ours, I never quite liked it himself. He says it felt too frenetic. He says this one tamed the song to really impact this listener with the lyrics. And so this is actually Tears for Fears' preferred version of the song too. Ian Curtis killed himself days after he recorded Love Will Tear Us Apart. Yeah, they found him in the hotel room. That whole situation that he was in, weird, bad. And he joined the 27 Club, as I recall. Wasn't he 27? Somebody?
I have no
Because I
idea.
can't remember how old he was.
I don't know who he was.
I know the song "They'll Never Tear Us Apart," but I don't particularly know the history behind it.
Well, he was with the band, I think it was Joy Division. And I'm looking up his death right now. Hold on. I'm trying to remember how he fucking died. Was it On the evening of 17th of May, 1980, Curtis asked Deborah to drop her impending divorce proceedings. She replied that it was likely that he would have changed his mind by following the morning, and then, mindful of his previous suicide attempt and also concerned for his state of anxiety and frustration might drive Curtis into an epileptic seizure. Offered to spend the night in his company, Deborah then drove to her parents' home to inform them of her intentions. When she returned to the couple's home at 77 Barton Street in Macclesfield, his demeanor had changed, and he informed his wife of his intention to spend the night alone, first making her promise not to return to the house before he had taken his scheduled 10 a.m. train to Manchester to meet his bandmates. And sometime in the early morning, he ended his own life. He hanged himself.
That is sad.
Now, let me look at his age. He was 23. That's just too fucking young to be going doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a deranged neighbor. That is actually one of the FAA agents. You see him clearly in his suit with sunglasses on. And you always see him with sunglasses on. He's a weird fucking dude. And that's because he's with them. And this is a subplot that I think gets lost. That the FAA is fully aware of the tangent universe. That something has happened here.
That was one of the things that annoyed me.
Because they lied when they said that the number on the engine had been burned. And that's bullshit.
They keep showing this guy in the weird red suit, and there's no explanation for this. Like, what the
He's standing out in the woods watching them when he tries to kiss her the first time.
It makes no sense.
We got a weird fat guy standing over there watching, and you turn and you see him, and he goes, oh.
You don't understand. It's just a precursor to the TVA. That's all.
I'm telling you, I don't think you're wrong. It's something akin to that, because I think these federal agents aren't FAA at all.
It's a story element that kind of got twisted, and then
I think they just left it out. And I think they left it out that I think the government was fully aware of what was going on and spying on him, because I think they realized that he may be the catalyst, which is why they were always around where he was.
I mean, if he didn't commit suicide or save the universes, I think we were like 5 minutes away from Jean-Claude Van Damme appearing and fixing everything with a gun.
Fixing everything.
Time cop style.
Doing the splits, too. He saves the universe while doing the splits. Van Damme's the shit, man. And the letter
What
she's
a
looking for,
shitty
because
movie.
people miss this. The letter she's looking for is the letter from Donnie.
Yeah.
Because she saw this way back when she started writing and started this behavior, that she was going to get this letter for him about the universe. And she had survived her own version of the tangent universe, is one thing that's implied through her writing. And I'm like, holy shit. You know, she's aware of it. She has seen it and survived it. Is the only part of this movie I really like. Oh, it's got
I'm
a great
right with you,
soundtrack,
John. Music was the
Got
only
an
thing I liked.
incredible
Well, the acting
soundtrack.
is great too, but the story does nothing for me.
That's the movie. Thank you. Plague Dog. No, wait, is that the one? And there's no plague. They find out there's no plague in the end.
So it's only dogs.
Very current.
And the original book had a dark, dark ending because he dies, never finding the island. But he felt the change that was made for the movie was better. He felt like that he should be almost dying. He's almost drowning. And he looks and he sees the island and finally finds the strength to go there and swims the rest of the way instead of just allowing himself to drown. The dog. And I like it's a dark fucking movie, but it is a really good movie. And it's a good book. It's a darker book because the dog drowns at the end. And I think they pulled off a lot with this film visually. I mean, this is what, 11 or 12 years after The Abyss. And using that same kind of water effect was kind of cool. Showing pathways. Animal Farm, yeah. Oh, like the assholes that made this new film. I couldn't believe Angel Films released that movie. That movie's so antithetical to what was told in that fucking book. They didn't get it. Or they got it and they refused to tell the story correctly. Secret of NIMH is I consider that Don Bluth's greatest work. And I love that movie. Oh, what a great film. And it's so sad the lady that played Mrs. Brisby, they had to legally change the name because they were afraid of being sued by Whammo. And boy, I got to tell you, reading the book, like finding out what NIMH stood for, it blew my mind as a kid. Do you know what it is? Do you guys know what it is? NIMH?
Nope.
NIMH, the National Institute of Mental Health. They were laboratory rats, and they're all super smart because they had shit done to them. And they escape the lab and have this world. There's magic in this world due to powers that they were bestowed with as they were morphed by these experiments. It's a crazy fucking movie, but it's awesome. Is it? So it's fear versus love. Okay. Animal Farm is a great exploration of. It's absolutely what that movie is about, or book is about. Socialism.
Yeah.
It's about collectivism.
All right.
The Secret of
NIMH. Before I totally fall asleep, I'm gonna go. All right.
Okay.
guys.
Last thoughts on the film before you go.
I need to rewatch it. I remember bits and pieces of it that when we talked behind the scenes before the show started, that kind of jolted my memory. I think when I saw this for the very first time, I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it on cable or something. I didn't even have the DVD. And all I knew about this movie is like everybody hated the movie when it came out, but then they really came around after. So it's one of those things
I
where
think the special features on the DVD helped them.
I
think
don't know.
that had
I've
an
never
impact.
seen the special features on the DVD.
Yep.
And I don't think I've ever
'Cause you get
seen the
director
director's
commentary,
cut
too.
either. But I think that it's one of those movies that it got a lot of fuel on the back end of it rather than front end of it. But, you know, that's just my impression. All right.
Yeah.
So
All
I'm
right,
going to
buddy.
go. You're going to be actually talking about the movie and not me not derailing everything. But yeah,
It was fun having you, bud. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Go get some rest.
I will. I'm going to get some
We
rest.
love you, brother.
And
Good night.
Oh,
I'll be
before you
back
go.
next week, not here. I'll be on my show.
Before you go, I got to play it
Yeah.
for you before you go.
Man, is there
Sure.
anything more common in these times than a rural Jew?
Yes. A civil Jew. Bye.
A civil Jew. Bye,
Bye.
buddy. The Secret of NIMH was the first time audiences saw villain's murder plan actually succeeding, and would later see it again in All Dogs Go to Heaven. Yeah, which is a good movie. I like that film. Plague Dogs was made 3 years after, and it's the same animation company, wasn't it? I seem to remember that. I can look it up. Chip to all right.
And while you're on that,
They consider it a follow-up to Watership Down, sharing the same director, Richard Adams, and the same core animation team. So yeah, I was right. You were gonna say something about
yeah, I have to run this video.
go for it.
He was running from something, sir. And then he crashed into a DUI checkpoint, committed 10 felonies, and not to mention FUing a room full of cops.
You FU me all the time.
Fuck you, Kyle!
And yes, it does. It has the Gyllenhaal twin siblings, and proves without a shadow of doubt that Jake is the better actor. Anytime they're in a movie together, I can't stand her. I really can't. When they said they cast her in The Dark Knight, I was like, why? Like, they get rid of one slope-eyed bitch to hire another one with fucking eyes that tilt downward. Is weird. Christopher Nolan is fucking casting. I do like this because this actually tells you what's going on. Every time you see text on the screen, you're being told what's going on.
It's like that is not in the in the theatrical. The first time I saw it, I saw the theatrical on DVD.
Well, that's why they called this the director's cut is referred to as the dumbing down cut.
And the DVD has the extras with all the pages in the book and the explanation. So I saw the movie, and I didn't hate it, but I was, what the hell happened here?
What
I
the
think
giving fuck did I just see?
Yeah. No,
Santa
not
Maria.
No.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Oh, come on, let me finish. I was not embraced. Something is lost here. It must be in the edit room floor, and I was right.
Mhm.
I saw the immediately the extras, and then I got the fucking movie. That is why I do believe what you say is true. The theatrical release was a flop, but they made their money on DVD because it had the extras, and the extras what changes the mind of everyone about
Everyone who hated it.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody, but most of the people that hated it came over.
Yeah,
And
once
that's why
you
became a
understand it,
cult classic.
once they give you the material necessary to understand it, you say, oh.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
And of course,
that's why
when
they
he puts
didn't
that
like
stuff-
it.
And
They
once he
were
puts it
still
into the
abusing.
director's cut, as one critic did say, he referred to it as the dumbed down version for people who aren't picking up on what's happening. And so I don't think it's dumbing down. I think it's helping the process.
Yeah. What I
Because
say
as
is-
the audience member, you have a right to understand what's happening.
That makes me feel really dumb now because I'm still not getting it. Like halfway through
No,
this movie, I just checked out. I was like, fuck yourself, movie. I tried to understand you. You're being too complicated, and I don't want to tie my brain in knots trying to follow you.
Don't feel dumb. I think what happened is the moment you disengage with the movie, you were doomed to not understand it because you disengage about it. You said,
Yeah,
don't
you
care
got to
about
be
it.
engaged with it. And I'm like emotionally engaged to Darko's character because I
Okay.
identify with some of the shit that he goes through. And yeah, look, I can't help it. I think he's sexy.
He's good looking.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know.
He is. And I like him as an actor, by the way. I really
He
do.
has like a pervy expression during the 90% of the movie.
Oh my God, when
He
he
looks
does this
stoned.
thing where he's like this.
Yeah.
His
Look at
eyebrows grinning.
the fuck.
He
That
looks
is one of
high
Stanley
most of the time.
Kubrick's favorite gimmicks that he uses to show malevolence of a character. And I'm serious. Go through Kubrick's films. When he wants to show malevolence, he has the character do that. And he has Jack do that constantly in the movie The Shining.
Like Jack Needus.
Yeah. Jack didn't like doing it. Jack didn't like a lot of the shit he had him doing. Like he would make him overact in scenes, and he says, "I hate doing it that way." He says, "We'll do it the way you want to do it. We'll do it the way I want it, and we'll see which one looks better." Don't fall for that shit. Kubrick was never going to use the stuff that Jack. That was just to get Jack to do it.
Well,
And he felt. I'm going to tell you, Jack said he would never work with him again. Fucking genius. Called him a genius.
at least he didn't tell him, "Shut up, Jack."
Never. He didn't like the 72 takes and shit.
Who would?
Nobody. Just Kubrick. So Last Unicorn was also a great one. I love that one. That one was made for TV. American Pop, another great animated film. Absolutely agree, Genghis. I love that movie. We should do like a week of celebrating instead of a birthday, celebrate great animated films that deserve your attention. And I agree that every single one we just mentioned needs to be on that week. Because I love Secret of Nim. I love Watership Down. I love Plague Dogs. And I also love American Pop. That is a great fucking movie. A lot of rock and roll, great Don Bluth animation. Then you got Wizards, because I really love that fucking movie. I also kind of have a great deal of love for Bakshi's version of Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God.
Version.
I haven't seen that in decades.
He used rotoscoping in his films, and I love that. Bakshi's a great filmmaker. Fire and Ice, for Christ's sake. Animating Frank Frazetta's artwork. Yeah, please, thank you. Give me more. Love that fucking movie. No, not 3 years, but 4 years after the 78 movie. Yeah. Okay. An American Tale. Look, I do like that film, but I don't think that would be one I'd want to do because that was a bit too Disney for me. The Secret of Nim had also a very young Shannon Doherty playing one of the Brisby siblings. Yeah, I love the kids' voices in that, of the children mice. They're just so adorable. And it's fun watching little animals. American Pop has dozens of good background tunes from Benny Goodman to Hendrix and Lou Reed. Lou Reed's in it, is it? I thought he was one of the characters in it. Kind of skims the history of American Pop. Yep.
You're almost half an hour behind on chat, Gary, just saying.
I'm trying to move through them. And also talk about the fucking movie, September. Yeah, look, I'll get into this. And I think that it's a stupid reason to delay a film. Because it screwed up Spider-Man 9/11. And 9/11 almost caused a delay on this film, but they ended up delaying it. But there was a fear of it, as the British would say, controversy. They say controversy, and it's like it's controversy, and it's because it's controversial, and I don't think it's controversial at all, and it didn't cause a controversy, which is the the plane goes down. You don't have to see it. You know there's a catastrophic event. and that he's there to watch it. Now, some say that he telekinetically does it. I don't believe that. I believe that it happened. I think that he is there to make sure that it goes into the wormhole, and that's all, or to see it go in.
Yeah, he has to be there in a vehicle, surrounded by metal, to ensure that he can jump back to his universe.
Yep, and he does, and he travels through his own little tube, which is what I've put together. That when you see him look into hers, he sees her future, but he also sees the past. And I think that he figured out that he can go to the past using those time tubes that come out of the body. And he jumps back into himself. And so it's just one Donnie Darko, which is why he's laughing. And he is the one who wrote the letter and put it on the table. And because there's no fucking way he could drive home in time for that fucking jet engine. He had to transfer into himself, back into his own body. Hi, everyone. I hate this freaking movie. I freaking understand it. One of my best friends made me watch it 24 years ago. He sadly passed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's 40s. That motherfucker still owes me 134 minutes. You ain't getting it back, Cam. Sorry, pal.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah, he can. He just have to travel through his own tube.
What was
I
it?
have an account with the time that Gary owes me for making me watch shit like Airplane and stuff like that.
What is it he says to her at the table? Why don't you suck your own fuck or whatever it was?
Suck a fuck.
Yeah, why don't you suck a fuck? That's his last statement to you, Cam. Suck a fuck. You're never getting your money back or minutes. Unless you figure out how to travel through time, like Donnie Darko did. There is a sequel to this film, and I've never watched it. The idea was stupid. I was told the idea of the film. I went, that's dumb. It's a cash grab by the studio. That's all.
I saw it, and it's bad. It's really bad. However,
I didn't expect it to. And here's what happened. The movie made buck on video. Okay. Rentals and sales, this is back. You did have video on demand, but it was really not everybody fucking used it. But I'm telling you, with video rentals and video purchases, Donnie Darko made bank. And that's why that sequel happened. And there's no other reason for it. In fact, that it exists is proof that the first film made money. What were you going to say, bud? I heard you about to say something. Martin. Martin. Hello, Martin. Are you there, Martin? Martin. Anima?
I think
are you here?
I think his mic broke or something. I don't know.
Oh, I hope not. Let me hit play again.
We need to keep this going.
What were you going to say?
What?
You were about to say something.
No, I said I'm back.
No, before that, I heard you start to say something.
I said I'll be back.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh,
well, that was worth it.
Yeah, no, I remember. In 2017, the director said that they were working on a real sequel to Donnie Darko. I don't know. There's been 9 years, and I haven't heard anything about it.
I don't want to. I never would want that. This movie is done. It's one and done. You don't need anything else. It told the story it needed to, and it caused so many arguments and discussions about time travel with people who talk about shit like that. So I love the chapters too, the way they did it. God damn it, I love this movie. And I cry so fucking hard that last night. Like And when he goes in there, I'm so choked up I couldn't even talk because I know what's coming. He knows what's coming. He's okay with it. It's like the punchline to a joke to him. That's why he's laughing. And I also believe that it's his mental illness that allows him the ability to see these things. And I think that's why he's kind of the chosen one for this situation, this given situation.
Well, being the how was it called, the living recipient, he acquires physical strength, telepathy, telekinesis, speed. That's why he can imbue the axe into the solid statue, because
It's
he's
because of
super
his brain.
strength.
Yeah. His brain is designed to see illusions. He sees things that aren't there. And because his brain is wired that way, they're able to show these things to him and he can see them. And I think that's an interesting concept in the storytelling of giving him a mental illness, showing that it's because of the mental illness he's the perfect person to have this. And it also led me to believe that the engine crashing wasn't an accident either, that he was chosen to be the one that was in this universe, the only one that could save that universe before it falls apart. But I still have a problem, which is, again, going back to the bootstrap paradox, which is when he shoots Frank goes back.
Yes.
Again. And so therefore, the risk of a paradox is there now. The bootstrap paradox, because he's in danger of repeating it, becoming a loop. And which I couldn't understand how it didn't become a loop when he shot him. I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me in my understanding of physics and relativity. I don't fucking understand that. How, when he shot him, that he didn't create the bootstrap paradox. I also do love this, the whole idea of showing pictures, and then fucking Seth Rogen in the back with the other kid fucking yelling shit like, "What did you put like pictures of dead people, murdered, shit?" Like, only you would fucking think of doing that. I do like it when Noah Wiley is like, out. Get out.
Yeah. And then the bell rings anyway.
Don't collect $600, pass go. Just go to jail. I also like this girl because she's clearly autistic. And I like that he's had an effect on her because he's kind to her.
Such a weird character, though.
Yeah, well, if you've ever dealt with those people, it can get very interesting. I have too, a lot. And it can get, conversations can get very, very interesting. David Chase, or Dava Chase, the actress that played Donnie Darko's little sister, passed away too long ago. I'm going to look that up real quick.
Yeah, we have.
I think we talked about that. We did talk about it. I thought we
did talk about it. The next day we talk about it.
Yep. Yeah, it was sad. She chose living on the street, man. From what I understand, people even offered to help her, and she chose. She didn't want to be around these people. These people are evil.
You can only imagine what she lived that pushed her in that direction.
As a child actress, I can't totally imagine the abuse she may have endured. Yeah, S. Darko, which is a terrible film. Don't watch it. The concept is bad. The affected its box office performance. It grossed $517 million in the initial run. However, the film gained a cult following, and I recall it being a lower number Let me go back, check something out here. Yeah, it had a budget of 4.5 and it earned at the box office 7.5 million. And it didn't make back its marketing. So when it went to DVD, home video, it made a lot of money. And like I said, that is why we got the sequel. And it's proof that the film made money, because otherwise we wouldn't have done a sequel. My friend, he loved, and I thought I would too. He shared an affinity for many things, especially film and literature. We did not always agree, but respected each other's perspective. Yeah, like I love Charles Dickens, and I love I just forgot his name. Wrote Les Miserables. French author.
I know. Name escapes me.
Anima, help me here. Maybe look it up. I can't think of his name, but I hated Dostoevsky.
Victor Hugo.
Victor Hugo.
Victor
right.
Hugo. Fucking love his writing.
Hugo.
Dostoevsky, not a fan. Not a fan. It's not like I didn't like some of the stuff he wrote, but I thought he was a blowhard.
What?
Like he was overly verbose. And one of those writers that wrote just too much about the one thing and could make it go for pages instead of just getting right to the point. And I also I despise I love it and I hate it. War and Peace. And when I was in college, I had to, and that's Leon Tolstoy, by the way. I had to write an entire notebook about each character to fucking understand that fucking book. And I forget how many characters it was, but it was over 100 characters in War and Peace.
Yeah, that's too much.
Nobody should fucking do that. It becomes laborious just to follow. Like, who's in this scene now? That's another author I'm not a fan of. Tolstoy. My friend, he loved it. Yep, absolutely agree, buddy. I still want my time back. You're never getting it, buddy. Never happening.
Yep.
You, sir, are fucked. You are you're out of luck. That's how Porky Pig would do it. Because it sounds like he's going to say, you're fucked. You're out of luck. Changes it up. And I do see my buddy Zach's here. How you doing, man? I hope you're doing good, buddy. That's right. Fuck you. Watership Down is a burn incredible movie, and I have nightmares about rabbits murdering me. I never had that, but I got to tell you, that movie was very nightmarish in its brutal realism. It's animated, and it's still brutal to watch, but it's a wonderful movie. Jack Nicholson was a scary face of Batman. Well, you know, The Shining is what got him that role. Because what's his name saw his face on a newspaper thing, and he drew the Joker makeup on his face.
Burton?
No, what's his name? The one who said he created Batman. I forget his name.
Tom Kane?
Yes, that's it. Right on, Gary. That version was what I first exposed to the regards of Lord of the Ring. Yeah, me too.
Yep.
I hadn't even read it yet. I didn't read it until I was in the 9th grade. And that's when I think I was smart enough to, to actually grasp that shit. My girl now is a friend of ours since back then. I promised to give this second chance rewatch. I haven't yet because I hate it so much. I remember it as pretentious and boring. I don't think I personally don't see it pretentious. I know pretentious when I see it. I think that it is overly complicated more than it needed to be.
Because it's trying to be so intellectual. And yeah, I call that pretentious too.
I have an absolute affinity for Lord of the Rings. Wizards is great. I remember the rotoscoping is a revelation when I saw it as a kid. Yeah. But it's been around for a long time. Disney started that shit way back. How long before Gary reads this chat? Timestamp 4:05. It has been 15
minutes.
So
we're getting
speeding
there.
up. The animated Return of the King, the orcs, yeah, absolutely. Donnie Darko probably would have come out in May or June of 2001 and gotten more recognition than it eventually got afterwards. Yeah. 9/11 could have very much hurt a lot of films that year. The original Lord of the Rings animated trilogy kind of felt like a musical, especially with the song in Return of the King. When there's a whip, there's a way. As a Beastie Boys fan, right there with you, John, the video for Shadrach is one of the craziest rotoscopes ever. Used to think 4 to 5 different artists in the cut between all of their different versions of the rotoscope. I love Airplane.
Ugh.
And we still haven't done a sequel because it's got Captain Kirk in it.
Yeah, I'll take the day off when we do that.
No.
The Hobbit and Wizards were.
If I did the Bond,
you have to suffer.
If I
with
did
me.
Bond, you have to go. You have to do Airplane.
The Bond
we do
movies
owe
make
him.
sense.
We
the
do
Bond
owe
movies
him.
make sense. Airplane doesn't. Just a bunch
Doesn't
of
matter.
stupid, unfunny jokes.
He didn't like it. He did it for us, so we have to do stuff for him. He hasn't claimed anything yet. Of course, was what gave rotoscoping its full prominence. Yeah. Well, it became well known because of that movie. And but rotoscoping has existed for a long fucking time, since the early Disney films. The irony of this is that she loves the movie Top Secret. Same writers, same comedy.
Different movie.
Is that comedy style like Police Squad? Da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
I know
Love
why
that scene.
she like Top Secret. Val Kilmer. That's all.
That's all.
Part of it.
That's all.
No, I really enjoyed watching that movie.
I heard it in the voice.
That's a beautiful name. What does it mean? She whose bosom defy gravity.
Gravity.
And what's your name? My name is Nick. What does it mean? It's something my dad thought about while he was shaving. What a great joke. I fucking love that movie. I know a little German. You see a little midget walking up. Little German. Never watched the sequel, but I did watch Southland Tales. Good film.
Southland Tales, I like. That's
It's
another one
weird one.
Yeah,
It's weird.
that needs extra material to be fully understood.
But I think that this is one of the times where I said, holy shit, Dwayne can fucking act.
Yeah.
I don't like Dwayne Johnson that much. I really don't.
No.
But I thought he was good in it. And so is Sean William Scott. And I'm like, they're playing typical characters, both of them. I like that movie. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, and if you are subscribed, sometimes unsubscribe and resubscribe again, because YouTube pulls some weird shit, man. And they're making a lot of changes right now. Fantastic Planet, never liked that movie. I've watched it over and over again, and I'll watch it only for educational reasons. To see if there's shit in it that I didn't see the last time. And not a fan. Return of the King was the continuation of The Hobbit. You'll find a way. You get to look in your own belly for that little wormhole. Man, his character in the movie is fucked up, man. Did not see that coming.
Well, Patrick
And
Swayze.
he was a fucking pedo.
You know what is bothers me to no end, Mr. Burton? The fact that in the Prime universe, he gets away with it.
Yeah. He wakes up like, what was that? Like it was a dream, a nightmare he had.
Yeah.
And I don't know what will be the profound outcome of that character because Donnie's gone. So therefore he's not going to get punished. He's just going to continue doing that shit, making little films with kids. I agree with you wholeheartedly, John. Some movies should just be that and leave it at that. Been too long, and I wouldn't trust modern Hollywood. Yeah, it's not modern audience; it's modern Hollywood. That's the problem. There's no such thing as the modern audience. There's only the audience. Yeah, it's just what happened to him was just fucking rough. I love the movie Heavy Metal. Mm-hmm.
Second one is not as good, but it's not a bad movie either.
It's not horrible, but they need to pick the best stories to do and make sure that it has an overarching theme. And in the movie, the first movie, it was the Lochnar, and it's a MacGuffin that leads you from story to story. And I like anthological stories that do that. Cat's Eye does the exact same thing. The cat itself.
Cat's Eye. We need to do Cat's Eye.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's a great movie. Anima's going to love. I'm serious, baby. You're going to love that movie. You are going to sit there. It is one of those films where I have no question in my mind. You are going to love the movie because the hero of that movie is a cat. And Drew Barrymore is still a child. And that cat's protecting her from a troll that's going to try to steal her breath at night, where cats get blamed.
You showed me the trailer.
Yeah.
You showed me the trailer to that. I'm in.
It's a great fucking movie. Yeah, it's so sad what happened to her. Mental illness. And I think some of it was abuse that led to it. That poor girl chose to not take help. She refused help.
She couldn't trust anybody.
Resident Legacy of Kane. His fate is a loop of sorts. Well, that's what. See, I have trouble with this, and maybe if I ever get a chance to talk to the director and go, dude, when you had him kill Frank, you created the threat of a fucking bootstrap loop.
Oh, you're not gonna have a straight answer from him.
Oh, it's gonna be a gay answer?
Maybe. But I don't judge.
Like, you never know. Anyway, but I think it's one is mildly engaging, if not compelling enough. What is that? What is it? Dracula. It's Dracula.
Yeah.
Perhaps it doesn't pull my strings. The Exorcist. Look, there's only 2 Exorcist films. Exorcist 1 and Exorcist 3. The second one has nothing to do with the story, really. It's their own made-up weird shit. Don't get me wrong. If they had called it anything else, I probably would have watched it and enjoyed it. And I have watched it. But it's not The Exorcist for me. And I don't like it for that reason. Bringing Linda Blair back into the mix was stupid. That's why I hated The Exorcist season 2 so much. Because they brought Regan back as an adult, but you don't find out it's her until the end of the season. And I'm like, she's played by Gina. The long kiss goodnight.
Gina Gerson
used to be married to Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, yeah.
What is her name? Gina Davis?
Gina Davis.
Gina Davis. Okay, so she plays the part of the adult Regan, and she's still Possessed. And I'm like, yeah, I'm out. You lost me. And I'm like, you're doing so good. And then you got stupid. Evil stepped up to the plate, knocked it out of the fucking park. But I think Hollywood was scared of that show because it was a hit. It was a hit to the end, and they wanted that show over because it was talking about shit with Hollywood. They talk about shit like Pizzagate and everything. Like, Hollywood was nervous about that fucking show because they would openly talk about this shit. The evil.
That's
in
another
Hollywood.
one we need to get back to, Gary. We're 6 episodes in.
Oh man, I apologize. I'm still sick. Crime and Punishment was, oh man. God bless you, Genghis, for thinking that. Not for me. I read the truncated version, the Reader's Digest condensed version. That was enough for me. The movies, I like movie adaptations of those books. John Grisham is a current day Dostoevsky. He can be. He definitely can be. Donnie Darko is not based on a novel or a teenage paperback. I have never seen a teenage paperback. What does it look like?
Yeah, I don't know what
Teenager?
that's supposed to mean.
I do. He's talking about young adult YA
Oh,
book. But I'm making fun of the way he said it because it's funny. In my head, it's funny. Lord of the Rings was a revolutionary book. Yeah, it was. Anything Tolkien wrote. Same thing with his best friend when he wrote all the Narnia stuff. Good stuff.
I
Dostoevsky has some
love
good
the
short
Narnia
stories.
books, but I don't like Tolkien as an author. He takes too
And they are
much time to say what he wants to say.
They're Christian allegories, the Narnia books. And Dostoevsky
recognize
had
that.
some good short stories, should have stayed in that lane. I'm a huge Dickens fan. Hugo is okay. Tolstoy is good, but long-winded. That's my big complaint about him. He could have summed shit up in one page, but he bloviates and makes it like 10 to 20 pages
And
long.
the same goes for Tolkien. Tolkien needs like 3 pages to describe a fucking tree. Boring as fuck.
Well, it is important.
Richard Kelly's father worked for NASA on the Mars Viking lander. Poor sentence structure in that one. See about okay. Way of time travel is speeding through time on the chat. I am the last person that you should give me a remote control to control the speed of other people. Because I saw the movie Click, and I'm like, yeah, I would fast forward through so many fucking people. Yeah, it had the same fucking problems. And then fucking James Cameron says we can't make True Lies 2 because terrorism can't be funny. And it's one of the first things you learn about dealing with your enemy is to mock them.
Yep. They don't like that.
Cameron's a fucking genius idiot. A high-functioning moron. Another very serious animated movie is Atlantis: The Lost Empire. I actually like that movie. I do. I thought it was really good. James Garner's a fucking villain in it, man. Fuck. I didn't see that coming.
Although that movie was a complete ripoff of Stargate.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of a desert, let's put it underwater. But that shit is Stargate.
Fuck ass. Yeah, I loved the scene at the
That
table.
was a typical sibling situation.
I loved it when the daughter like asked the little girl, goes, what is a fuck ass? And the dad snorts out laughing.
That is exactly how Meals
Dude, I
looked like
freaking
when I
love
grew
the
up.
dad character.
Oh, he's cool. He's really cool.
He
When he can't
retired.
stop
He doesn't
laughing.
act anymore.
When he can't stop laughing because his kid told the teacher to shove a book up her ass. That was so cool.
And then the wife said, I think that action shouldn't be without consequences. And he said, "Yeah, let's buy him a moped."
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Rock and Roll. Heck yeah. Good grief, that movie. Look, man, there were some really good films, animated films over the years. It's like they're animals or something. They're like dogs or something that have mutated into humanoid form. But you had good actors in there. You got Paul LeMat, man. Didn't we just lose him?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or is he still around? Oh, good. He's still there. I'm trying to see who else was in that movie. Holy crap, I don't know any of these motherfuckers. Catherine O'Hara's in it, thank God. Maurice LaMarche is in it. He's a good voice actor. I don't know who any of these other fucking people are. It's a good film, though. There were some really good fucking animated films over the last 40 years. I saw that movie and I hated the shit out of it, but I still laughed at it. Yes, it was awful. Very nice. There's another great leap of experimentation. By the way, I got a joke from that one. It stuck with me to this day. The joke about yeah, well, you know, a lot of times names came from whatever people did when they worked on farms and such. You'd have guys named Farmer. You'd have people named Miller. You'd have people named Smith. And then the son goes, "What about Hancock?"
Yeah.
And it's a joke that has stuck with me today. Anytime I meet somebody named Hancock, I tell that joke. And I know it probably annoys the shit out of them, but it makes me
How
chuckle.
often do you meet people with that name?
I actually have a close friend from childhood named Robert Hancock. And I've made that joke with him on numerous occasions. I would always say, well, with that name, we know what you were good at.
Has he punched you for that yet?
No. In fact, the last time I talked to him was to wish him a happy birthday. And he's like, "Thanks, man." I said, "It's good to see you fucking still kicking around, buddy." Rock and Roll, I suppose, arrived a bit late to the game. And it's like a toy car with a dying battery. It gets there slowly. Yeah, that's pretty much true, Parrot. That's pretty accurate. Les Miserables is a great film adaptation of the Victor Hugo book. I have three that I watch, and I have the two-part movie that came out in '79 that has.
With Depardieu?
I have Gerard Depardieu, and I like the one with Liam Neeson. And I gotta be honest, I liked the musical version too. I thought it was pretty good.
It's great.
I was surprised at how much I enjoyed that movie.
I only have one qualm. Russell Crowe can't sing to save his life.
Yeah,
he's
just
trying so
bolting it
hard,
out.
though. You have to give him
He's
that.
emotionally singing because it's very emotional what he's doing. I watched the trailer for Yellow Tie with John Malkovich. That movie is, I think, going to be good. I'm very intrigued by that movie. But I'm more excited about his other film, where he's a CIA agent going to a country with his buddy to assassinate somebody. I have to check out Repossessed. Oh, it's so bad, but it's worth it. Just go ahead. Cameron, I worried about the morality of my movies, so I'm going to plagiarize Fern Gully with furries. Yeah, there you go. Atlantis, The Lost Empire in the theater back, 2001,
Yep.
man. Yeah, I like Jim Varney. He died young. A lot of people don't realize he died in his 40s, man.
That is young. The dad does what?
I don't know what that means. Dad shoves off his ears.
What does that mean, Gambit?
I don't know what that means either. I was surprised early Simpsons got away with sub teacher being called Glasscock. Oh, I know. Well, then you go all the way to South Park. They got a teacher named Sucks on Cock. Miss Sucks on Cock.
Ah, yes. James Garner was the villain in Atlantis.
Yes, and it was shocking because I thought he was going to be a hero, and he's a fucking villain. Yeah, I think he was 47, some shit like that. Jim Varney, age at death. He was 50. He died right at 50. He was born in 1949 and died in 2000.
I'm
Still
back.
young.
I had to go get rid of the grasshopper. Every fucking day I have a grasshopper in my apartment. I mean, it's still better than the bat that I had yesterday, but
Crickets are good luck. I don't know what grasshoppers are. Hi, Vickman's girl.
apparently nothing to my cat's taste because she killed one the other day and then didn't bother to eat it. Loki would have eaten that thing.
It should be Ernest accidentally goes to hell. And he's got to find his way back to heaven. He doesn't belong there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that film either. If I want to watch Beauty and the Beast, I watch the French version.
Which one?
The black and white one by
the one that I don't have. Man, I've been looking for that one. It's 76, right? If I recall correctly.
No, that is a good one that came out in 76. That's American. That's George C. Scott with Trish Vanderveer. It's a really good production.
Let me.
1946 is the year it came out. Beauty and the Beast by Jean Cocteau. And I like that movie. I love the makeup in it. It was incredible. It's like Chewbacca way before Chewbacca.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not kidding, man. It's a fucking beautiful fucking film. The nightmarish images of the castle with the human arms, the real arms sticking out of the wall holding lanterns and shit. Ugh. And they move.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds disturbing.
There's a French version from 2017 with Vincent Cassel. My God, I love that version.
This is so sad. And it's inspired by a real moment from when he was in school. And there was this lady standing, the director was standing in a window of a hotel. And she's looking at him and waves at him. And he was like, like she knew him or something. So he waved back. Like very awkward.
Awkwardly, yeah.
Yeah. But that's it. That's the movie. And this is the one I'm talking about.
He looks very cat-like.
Yeah, but it's very similar in the way that he did the makeup for Chewbacca. But he is very cat-like. It's supposed to look like a cat, like a tiger or a lion.
I always pictured it more like a bear.
What?
Well,
The first,
big, furry,
first time.
intimidating. My brain doesn't go to cat.
I'm a big fan of that film. I love that movie. So anyway, let's get to the last comment here. Good cocktail. Okay, what the fuck are those? Those are cool. I actually posted an earnest gift to Polly from Latino Slant earlier today because he posted a pic of himself shaved with a cap on. Hey, Vern. Hey, Vern.
Wait, Polly without a mustache? I can't imagine that.
Oh, he started without the mustache.
I only know him with one. That would be like seeing Magnum PI without a mustache. It's part of Selec's personality.
Oh.
I hope she's not annoyed with me for taking her toy away before she was even seeing it.
Oh, don't worry. She is.
Dude, I would let her hunt grasshoppers if she ate them, but she just kills them. So yeah, I will catch them and release them.
You know they need to kill, right? Cats need to kill. They go neurotic if they don't kill.
Well, she has her own ways of dealing with that, like chasing her own tail, shit like that. She still does that like a kitten.
Yeah, that is the movie. It's Wild Horse 9. And I've watched the trailer a couple times now. And I am fucking ready for this movie. So fucking ready for this movie. I love John Malkovich to begin with. And then he's in the movie. What?
Malkovich?
Oh, Malkovich.
Malkovich.
And he's in the movie. And he's in the
God.
movie with Sam Rockwell, who's like one of my favorite actors of all time. And like he's like the other star in the film. And I can hardly fucking wait to see this movie. And let's see if I can fucking find it. Here it is. If you'd be so kind as to share that.
Yes, and the moment it allows me, I will. Come on. Come on, browser.
Come on, man.
I'm trying.
There you go.
There you go.
This movie looks fantastic. The comedy in it, I was laughing my ass off at the trailer. Because like they're sitting there talking to these two girls and says, "What do you think of your president?" Everybody loves our president. Well, not everybody. Because he's trying to say, we're here to kill him. Somebody doesn't like him. Not everybody loves him. Like, who are you, CIA? Yes, we are. No, we're not the CIA. And everybody loves your president. He's like, fucking looks funny. Into Beauty and the Beast would be funny. Oh, I get you. AIE Chewbacca into Beauty and the Beast would be funny. Him like putting him in there instead of the Beast would be funny. Yeah, I think that it would be funny.
But
Right,
speaking in Wookiee and everything.
God, that's so annoying, though.
Oh man!
Oh my god! Only a girl could say that.
So I watched that Nick Cage movie, Western.
Mhm.
It was not bad. I don't think it's like a great movie, but it was worth a watch. Nicolas Cage, It's the movie where the gun handler from Rust worked on.
Oh.
And Nick Cage walked out because it was getting too dangerous on set with her handling of weapons. And so, and now we know why. So anyway, I watched the movie. It's got Nick Cersei in it too. I like him. He's just in Justified. He's Raylan's boss on the show. Nick Cersei, good actor. Come on, man. How do we get so many fucking comments and we're not going through them? God damn. I never watched the Ron Perlman version, but I said that show is proof again that he doesn't require a lot of makeup. That's an army? Colony? Wow. Louis Buñuel made a avant-garde movie called The Golden Age, 1930, which scandalized the royal family in France. Got banned in 79. Welcome back, Cams. I'm looking forward to a remake of Angel and The Bad Man. I am curious about this film. I like everybody that's in the movie, to be honest. So it's going to be interesting. All right, let's see. Jean Cocteau made a movie years prior to Beauty and the Beast that enjoyed called Blood of the Poet. Never seen it. Put a Tom Selleck in the pop culture group. Oh shit.
Oh, what did he do?
I know. I'm gonna go look. I'll go look. Am I gonna regret this?
Oh, it's going to be something fucked up. For sure.
Found it. He looks so weird without a mustache.
Well, like I said, it's part of his personality. He can't go without. Do you want to show it to us?
Hold on, I gotta save it. All right, now I can share. There's the photo he sent.
Oh God,
And it's not like he's ugly or anything. It's just it looks weird to me.
Yeah, he's not Tom Selleck. He's a handsome dude, but not Tom Selleck. Without the beard.
Because he didn't have the mustache in the movie with Kevin Kline, where Kevin Kline character discovers he's gay.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a funny movie. I actually really did like it. Frank Oz. And it was the first movie Frank Oz made that wasn't a remake of another movie. The name of that Western.
What Western?
Called The Old Way. Nicolas Cage. Came out in 23. And for some reason, it's in Spanish on IMDb. What the fuck?
Weird.
What in the living fuck is going on here? Why did it suddenly turn Espanol on me? All right, I am.
I don't know because I'm seeing it in English.
That is
I
so
had
weird.
this. It when I looked for one thing, it gave me a Spanish fucking version of IMDb, so I had to go back. By the way, I watched the trailer to Vision Quest, and I have not liked anything that Disney has put out on Disney Plus, from Marvel or Star Wars. Other than the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian, I hated pretty much everything. Yeah, and not the only thing I came close to quasi liking was Werewolf by Night. Wasn't too
I
bad.
love Werewolf by Night and Andor. Andor is.
It could not get into it. But anyway, so this movie Nick Cage did, The Old Way, is actually a fairly decent fucking movie. And I'll pull it up for you guys so you can actually see it in English. In Anglais. You okay? Did you drop something? You all right?
You threaten us with whipping things out. No, don't do that.
No,
Always,
hold on.
always.
Let me whip this out. You like it?
I don't think so.
I think James
Yeah, that
Cameron
sounds like
would
a
make
threat, Gary.
I think James Cameron would make a whole movie about it. So here we go, The Old Way. And like I said, Nick Cersei's in it. He's pretty good. The girl that plays his daughter is pretty damn good too. Clint Howard's in it, playing a shitheel. Noah LaGrosse plays a shitheel. Now, Abraham Ben Ruby, that's the guy from ER, the idiot that worked behind the desk in ER that wouldn't wash his hands after going to the bathroom.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
Very good actor. He's in it playing a fucking shitheel. And there's one more playing a shitheel, and I can't remember who it is. But there's Nick Cersei. He plays the town sheriff. Oh, there he is. Shiloh Fernandez plays a fucking shitheel. And I will say this, all the shitheels die by the end of the movie. Every single one of them. I like the movie. It's not great. And let's see what their score was. They got a 5.6, which I say, yeah, I'd give it closer to a 6, but that's close. It's 5.6. I give it a 6 out of 10. Absolutely. And I will on my own. I'm not logged into this one. But if you haven't seen the film, give it a try. But Vision is the one I think that looks really good right now. I watched the trailer this morning, and I wrote a quick quasi review. I'm like, God damn it. 2 actors I really love are in it. And I enjoyed the trailer with the way they were interacting with each other. And it's Vision Quest about Vision and how he's trying to find his life. And because he's not the same Vision, but he has some of his memories, but he also has other things trapped in his head. One of them being Ultron, who is not only voiced by James Spader, but James Spader is in it because he makes him take on a human form. And so he looks like an old bearded man. It's fucking awesome. I'm like, okay, I fucking hate to admit it, but I'm going to watch this show with glee. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Central Casting and Tom Selleck is Indy. Yeah. And you even got him as Indiana Jones in Magnum P.I. for an episode where he had the leather, khaki pants, fucking whip, hat. That was just for fans. It was, yeah, just said that. That was the one I was talking about. Exactly, Slasher Fred. That's the one. I never did watch Magnum P.I. I feel sorry for you, Reed. You should. You should, because it is a fun show.
It's my favorite TV show of all times.
I cannot believe how much I love that show because it was the first show that was kind to veterans and didn't treat us like we're broken motherfuckers. And instead showed us as heroes and good guys. Holly was afraid to do that. And thank you, Stephen J. Cannell. Can you imagine what it would have been like and how different it would have turned out with Tom playing Indy. I don't know if it would have gone over the way Harrison owned that fucking role, man. He
Yep,
owned
he
that
did.
role. Werewolf by Night is at least getting a sequel. Yeah, I read that. The lady next door gives them a place to live, no food or water. I inherited feeding them. I partnered with a local rescue to trap, spay, and neuter. The lady next door, and then she left the house, so all the cats are now the owners of the house. Like, what the fuck? If I ever sign Tom Selleck to play anything, the whole contract will be contingent upon having the mustache.
Yeah,
The
right.
mustache. Yeah, yeah.
That's a
Gotta have it,
must.
man. By the way, Anima and I started watching the other series that he has been working on that he's trying to go back to doing, where he plays the town
Jesse Stone.
Jesse Stone series, and it's really fucking good.
It
really
is.
good.
They just fucked up with the first episode and the second and the dog. They're in the wrong order.
Yeah, they did. They filmed them out of order.
Well, they can film them
because
all
the first
they want,
film
but they
took
released
place
them in the
later.
wrong order. Yeah.
Well, no, the first one was the first one filmed. And it was a story about after the shit. And so the second film is the first film. And then it's in order after that. Because I don't know if he knew they were going to get any more, and he really liked that story, so he told that story. And then he went back and told the first story once he knew that the shows were going to be picked up.
Oh,
I
and
got
he did
booted
an
from the
interview
chat.
where he talked about the dog that, because in the first dog dies, and then he adopts the second dog. And about that dog, he said that was the best co-actor he ever worked with. And it was just the one dog. They didn't have multiple animals. One dog did it all, and he really loved working with him.
Martin, do you know what he's talking about?
What?
What?
I got booted from the chat and just watched 3 minutes of ads to get back.
That was
I have
nothing
no
that
idea,
we did.
dude.
That's on
We
YouTube.
did not kick. No. You have my word, man. We don't kick you guys.
No.
We only kick bots or that
I
one
mean-
dude that popped in calling us assholes.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have the
And-
right political slant on the movie.
Every one of us, it's part of the ritual of becoming a wrench, is accidentally timing somebody out, and I did it to Penny, and I'm still sorry for it. So I didn't mean to.
And Monkey Jeebus did it to somebody. You fuck with him. Who was that?
Oh, I don't remember
I don't
that.
remember.
That's why I had to take Monkey's wrench. He did that as a joke. And I'm like, no, don't do that to people. That's fucked up, man. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't bottom out like WandaVision. Boy, I'm telling you, man, they got to be careful. Don't you fucking promise shit to fans and then not deliver. Because they changed that entire series. And I think they chickened out from what they were going to do. Yeah, God damn it, no. Shorts, look, man, shorts in the fucking 80s, late 70s and 80s were fucked up for men. They're gay. They're so
Especially
gay.
for somebody with long legs like Selleck.
Yeah, he looks like a daddy long leg. Like he's got the normal body, normal shorts, and then these long fucking legs coming out.
All his height is in his legs.
Uh,
That's why it looks so funny when he folds himself down into the Ferrari.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know why they would do that though. That's fucked up, man. The guy from Boondock Saints was good as young Indy. Oh, Sean Patrick Flannery. Yeah, I like that kid. I call him a kid. I was in the military while he was young, so I look at him that way. But I liked him as young Indy. Couldn't be
What?
YouTube's thing.
What put ads in the chat? I have never seen that.
I don't know. YouTube gets mad at me. because I have ad blocker.
Same. Well, I'm using a browser that has one built in. And YouTube doesn't like that, but I don't give a shit.
Me either. Okay, that's it, guys. We stayed over by a couple of minutes. And look, I like this film. I like talking about it today. And I like talking about, you know, my one beef with the film is the bootstrap paradox it creates by him shooting Frank. I know we needed to see that, but I think we should have seen it in a different way, that he looks at it and he sees what he's supposed to do and realizes he shouldn't do it, and he doesn't shoot him. There should be a choice there not to shoot Frank. And it bugged me that they did that. It was my least favorite part of the film. Still haven't watched Boondock Saints, but yeah, Boondock Saints is worth a watch, dude. It is worth a watch. Look, that dude is an asshole that created it. He's a fucking psycho. But I love that fucking movie. I enjoyed the second film, and they keep saying we got a third one coming, and that's according to Norman Reedus and Sean Patrick Flannery. You know, but I don't know when it's going to happen. And boy, oh boy, you know, everybody's getting older.
Yep. Willem Dafoe, especially.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be one of the leaders now of their organization.
Yep.
And oh my God, his fucking role in that film, the first one. That scene where he's on the street and he's doing the slow motion shooting, and you're seeing the real battle taking place behind him. There was a gun battle, and goes and starts just boom, boom, and just fucking great slow mo.
My God, when he dresses as a woman, as a hooker.
Well, his character's gay, and
Yeah.
and I thought that was funny the way he played it. But he's got this fucking thing. Like he did 3 versions of his detective in American Psycho. Like where he would deliver a scene a certain way, like where he suspected Jason Bateman, right? That's his name? Patrick Bateman. Okay, so Patrick Bateman, the killer, supposed killer. And that's another film, by the way, that does the exact same thing that this movie did, which is it delivers you something where you realize when you stop and think about it what it really was. With American Psycho, he never killed anybody. He thinks he killed all these people, but that was all in his fucking head because he's mentally ill. And you know, you're supposed to think at one point that somebody cleaned all of these crimes up for him. But when he goes to that breakfast, 2 people are there that shouldn't be there that are supposedly dead. And they're there. He didn't kill anybody. That's the secret to that movie, is that was just one long fucking fever dream of a psychopath, thinking he killed all these people, and he didn't kill a damn person. That's why there was no blood in the apartment. It's like nobody reacted to him dragging the body out because there was no body. This is all in his fucking head. I love it. What did he do? He shoves a cat in an ATM.
What?
Oh yeah. It's crazy. The movie's fucking insane. And I enjoyed the crap out of it. I saw the unrated version too.
Yeah. When are we doing Streets of Fire?
What is it? Is that a TV show or something?
Yeah, play dumb.
Western, I think, isn't it? Great live stream. Oh, it's great having you guys here. Great hanging out. Streets of Fire 84 is a cool motherfucker. I still haven't seen it.
Wait.
Why? Because one actor is in it that I don't like.
Wait. You haven't seen Streets of Fire?
Yeah, I told you. I've never watched it because of one actor.
Jesus Christ, you have the issues, man.
I don't like him. I've seen him in other stuff that I did like, but that one, he's the prominent lead in it, and it really bugged me. And I just don't think he's a good actor.
Don't fucking care. The movie's awesome.
I remember seeing the trailer for Streets of Fire. I like the fucking song. Yeah, Dan Hartman. It's Dan Hartman's song that's so good. Yes, it's a sequel to St. Elmo's Fire. And a prequel to the film Fire Down Below with Steven Seagal. Yep, I Can Dream About You. Great fucking song. And I do believe Dan Hartman died, didn't he?
Not that I know of, but
well, yeah, he died young. Yeah, he died in 1994, man. And I do believe it was AIDS or AIDS related. Yep. Hartman was never married and had no children. He died on March 22nd, 1994 at his Westport, Connecticut home from a brain tumor at the age of 40. He was a closeted gay man. He was diagnosed with HIV in late 1980s, and he kept his HIV status a secret and did not seek treatment. Even after a friend and an intimate collaborator, Holly Johnson, formerly of the band Frankie Goes to Hollywood, announced his own HIV status in 93. In May of 94, Dan Hartman, a celebration of his life and music memorial concert was performed in New York's Sound Factory Bar, featuring artists Nona Hendrix, Loretta Holloway, and Frankie Knuckles were among some of the participants. Yeah, he died young. Fucking AIDS. Yep. Amen, man. All right, guys. It was a fun talk, man. And if you've never seen the video, let me see if I can find it for you guys real quick before I go. Let's see. Gary Jules is the artist, by the way.
What video are you talking about?
Mad World. And here it is. And all right, here we go, guys. Copy video. Well, they animate real people in the video, kids down below. So here you go. Mad World by Gary Jules. And there's the video. Oh, I misspelled world. Apparently. R. There you go, guys. Check that music video out. I think you'll enjoy it. It's I just always thought it was visually a very interesting music video. So everybody, I want you guys to have a great weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday. Absolutely stay safe, and please hit that like, subscribe, and if you get a chance to, share us out to your friends. It would be nice to kind of grow a little. I appreciate it. I know Martin would. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Everybody have a good rest of your week.
Bye.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Matt Damon.